Okay, thank you. Moving on. This one is now for you, Kent. We've got a healthy amount of questions for the both of you. So this one comes in from Creationist Crybaby. Question for Kent. Cars can't reproduce. Why do you compare them to living organisms?
Adding the ability to reproduce increases the complexity by trillions of times. I agree. Cars can't reproduce. Cars can't make themselves. So for a human, which is capable of reproducing, as well as being complex, I mean, the human is really complex. And you want to add the ability to reproduce on top of that. In spite of the incredible complexity of all the different systems of our body, just one single square inch of your skin is more complex than New York City or Dallas, Texas. 1 square inch. And so you want to add the ability to reproduce onto there, you've made the problem worse. I'm trying to give a simple analogy. If cars can't make themselves, you think if they could reproduce, they could make themselves? Is that what you're trying to say, crybaby? By the way, I got what you need, crybaby, right here. Your pacifier. Come on. You can be on the program next. More time. That cures it, doesn't it? Go ahead.
Appreciate it, Kent. Thank you so much. Grayson, yeah, go ahead.
So I pointed this out earlier in the debate. The entire process of evolution, it relies on like inheritance with descent with modification. If there's no descent, if there's no replication, reproduction, you're not going to get evolution. The entire evolutionary process relies upon reproduction. So it doesn't make any sense to try to make an analogy to something that can't reproduce. The analogy fails right there. It is an invalid analogy to make. So yeah, cars cannot have parents. There are no relations among cars.
Okay, thank you, Grayson. Kent, question was for you. You get the last word if you'd like it.
Well, I stand by what I said before. Adding the ability to reproduce makes it much more complex. Do you believe any creature has ever been observed reproducing and producing a baby or offspring that is not the same kind as the parents? It hasn't been observed. Science, well, we can observe, study, test, and demonstrate. Look up the definition. Evolution is not science. You said we've never seen the eukaryotes or prokaryotes turn to eukaryotes, but you believe it happened. That's not science. We've never seen a cow produce a non-cow, but you believe a protozoa produced a cow. That's not science. That's all. I wish you guys would just admit you got a religion and go start your church and worship the cow or whatever you want to worship.